Coucou, bonsoir, bonjour. Aujourd'hui, nous étudions les adjectifs qualificatifs et les adjectifs possessifs. Today we're going to look at qualificative adjectives, descriptive adjectives, and also possessive adjectives. The latter is a revision and the former is what we did today. Alright? Les adjectifs qualificatifs et les adjectifs possessifs. I've color coded this presentation because I'm using both French and English. I think it's high time you girls started figuring out French sentences on your own. So what are the color codes I've used? Black. All French words are in black. When it's red and brown, I have highlighted adjectives or the describing words or the possessive adjectives. All adjectives are in red and brown. Parts of French words or suffixes or prefixes that I want to stand out, I want to catch your attention, I have put them in red. So the majority is in black, but part of the word is red because I want you to concentrate on it. Blue is English translations. And remember that I've given you all the rules, whereas we just need 1 or 2 for the first semester and 1 or 2 for the second semester. So keep this safe because we'll be constantly referring to it. All right. For this semester, just learn based on what is in your course material. All right. Quelles sont les règles? Quelles sont les règles? Règle is rule. It also means ruler, if you remember. It also means a rule, something you must follow, and also a stick with which I can hit you. Okay. Quelles sont les règles? D'abord, les adjectifs décrivent, describe les noms. They describe the nouns. So they match the nouns in number and in gender. First, the number. So how do I mark the number? I add an S. If the adjective ends in U, like beau, B-E-A-U, I add an X. All right? So petit, S is the mark of the plural. And petite, S again is the mark of the plural. So they match the noun in number and also in gender. What does that mean? I add an E. Petit is masculine, petite is feminine. Petit is masculine plural, petite is feminine plural. So the adjectives match the noun in number, you add S or X, or in gender, you add an E. There are some neutral adjectives that do not change. For example, you have jeune, which means young, pâle, which means pale, rouge, which is a color. We also saw facile, autre, all right? All these are neutrals. They do not change. They're the same for masculine and feminine nouns. Now this you will learn later, but I'm telling you now itself, adjectives that are taken from nouns in nature do not change at all. Whether they are singular or plural, masculine or feminine, it's the same spelling. For example, orange, you do not add an S to it. It's already neutral. Marron, don't change the spelling. Marron is a chestnut. It's the brown of a chestnut. Somo is salmon, pinkish salmon, and pêche is a peach. So these words are taken from nature and they're used as adjectives. So don't mess with them. Just leave them as it is. All right. These rules, masculine, feminine, and all that is only for non-nature adjectives. D'accord? So I want you to concentrate on number, gender, and also the neutrals. The last one we will see in the third semester in detail. So here I have some examples. Crayon is plural, orange is not. Why? Because orange comes from nature. Costume marron, costume is plural, marron is not. Why? Because marron is a chestnut. And une chemise crème, okay, here there's no big deal because crème is a neutral color, cream. But remember, crème comes from cream, which is part of nature. So if I want to say cream colored shirts, I need not add an S. So anything that is taken from nature will not change. It is invariable. It is just there. All right? Attention. Be alert. For what? Beau, belle, belle. Some adjectives have 3 forms. All these 3 means handsome or beautiful. Vieux, vieille, vieille. All 3 mean old. Nouveau, nouvelle, nouvelle. All 3 mean new. So what should you be careful about? The masculine form has 2 versions. Beau is for any masculine word starting with a consonant, and belle is for any masculine word starting with a vowel. Alright? You don't have this distinction for the feminine form. The feminine form, remember girls, we're very simple, so one adjective for anything. Feminine starting with a vowel, feminine starting with a consonant, one word. Why? Because women are simple, remember that. Whereas men are complicated. So you have an adjective for the masculine singular word that starts with a consonant, and a bel for any word that starts with a vowel. Example, look on the side. You have Ram est beau. C'est un bel homme. He's a handsome man. So Ram est beau. Why is it beau here? Because it comes after the word est. So you write the correct thing. There's nothing after beau. Whereas after beau here, H is a vowel. Therefore, I change beau to belle. I use bel in front of vowels. And in case you've forgotten, H is a vowel in French. Julie est belle. C'est une belle indienne. See, there's no change for the girls. Very simple, remember. J'ai un vieux magasin. I have an old shop. Un vieil hôtel. A very old hotel. H is a vowel. Et une vieille maison. An old house. Magasin starts with a consonant, it's masculine. Hôtel starts with the vowel, it's masculine. Maison is a feminine word. Luc a une nouvelle voiture. This is the feminine form. And nouvel avion. Avion means plane. It starts with a vowel, so nouvelle. Et un nouveau train, and a new train. He's a multi-millionaire. He has a car, he's got a plane, and he's got a personal train. D'accord? So these three adjectives, be careful. What are the feminine forms? Belle is the feminine form. Vieille is the feminine form. Nouvelle is the feminine form. All the other forms are masculine. One for words that start with consonants. One that words that start with vowels. Consonant, vowel. Consonant, vowel. D'accord? Attention. Attention once again avec c'est. Be careful with c'est. Why? C'est, si, c'est is masculine. So this matches joli. Une pomme verte. Une is feminine, so verte is feminine. But then c'est is masculine. Therefore, this is masculine. D'accord? A green apple, the green qualifies the apple, so it's vert. It is pretty. Pretty is for it. It is neutral, so joli. Une ancienne photo, c'est intéressant. So here you have a feminine noun. Photo is feminine. Ancien. C'est intéressant. Once again, C apostrophe is neutral. Therefore, intéressant is the masculine form. They gomme. They gomme. Erasers as a gift, c'est nul. That's a horrible idea. D'accord? So although you're talking about erasers, which is plural, c'est is singular, therefore nul is singular. D'accord? So remember, whenever you use c'est, which is a typical French way of speaking, it is followed by the masculine singular adjective. C'est is followed by the masculine form of the adjective because c'est is masculine. Now here are some adjectives. These adjectives qui sont rebelles. They are rebellious, they are weird, they are irregular. Memorize them. They don't follow rules. Here they are. Long, and here is the feminine form. Long. Turk, Turkish, Turk. Grec, someone from Greece is Grec. Doux, douce. Nerve, nerve. Faux, fausse. Frais, fraîche. Mou, fou. Molle, folle. D'accord? So spend some time and memorize these. I found it tough memorizing when I was your age. I assume you will also find it tough. That's why I keep asking you to memorize, memorize, memorize. If you had been memorizing July, August, September, by now you would have got used to these words. So keep memorizing. You have 1 month before your exam. Keep memorizing. Now let's go to colors. Les couleurs, colors. Noir, add a E, it becomes feminine. Blanc, irregular, blanche. Rose, rouge, jaune. neutral. Orange, marron, pêche, they are from nature. They don't change at all. Brun is brune. Vert is vert. Gris is gris. Violet is violet. Alright? So these are the colors: masculine, feminine and neutral forms. Sometimes their place also changes. Leur place change aussi. Their place also changes. Les adjectifs courts, short adjectives come before the noun. Un bon roman, bon is very short, 3 letters. It comes in front. Un roman ennuyeux, ennuyeux is like interesting, long. So it comes after the noun. Alright? Second rule. Tous les autres adjectifs d'habitude se placent après le nom. Long adjectives, color, shape, nationality come after the noun. Le drapeau indien. Indien is a nationality. In English you say Indian flag. In French you say drapeau indien. Alright? If you have 2 adjectives, put them after the noun and put et in between. So, un roman bon et intéressant. Un roman bon and intéressant. There's a more complicated way of doing it. This is enough for now. Alright? If 2 adjectives come, 2 or 3 come, put them after the noun and put et in between. D'accord? If there's no and, if you can't put and, if we give you an exercise and you can't put and, then you should follow the rules I've taught you till now. Short will come in front, long will come after. Okay? Size will come in front, nationalities will come after. Colors will come after. So it's a bit complicated if et is not there. Or an easier way will be combine both the adjectives, put et in between and place them both after the noun. So it's un roman bon et intéressant. D'accord? Sometimes depending on their place, the meaning changes. For example, le grand temps is a tall man, whereas l'homme grand means the grand looking, the very sophisticated looking man. But once again, number 5, it's not your semester 1 portion, so you can ignore this. Alright? If there's a verb before the adjective, normally the verb should be être. So if the adjective comes after the verb, don't worry about its place. The book is long. The story book is long. Don't worry about the place. It has to come after the verb être. Whereas if there's no verb, a long book, a long story book, a short story book, an interesting story book, there's no verb there. Only in this, when there's no verb, when the adjective comes next to the noun, you have to really think about place. If the noun is followed by a verb and then adjective, no problem. The adjective is just placed after the noun. So this is concerning the place. Alright? If there's a verb, don't worry, the place is always after the verb. And the verb is normally est or être, any form of être. If there's no verb, break your heads on place, following all the rules we've done till now. Long adjectives, nationalities, color, shape come after the noun. Size and short adjectives come before the noun. D'accord? Now let's do some exercises. I should take petit and I should put it here. So ma maison est petite. Match the adjectives. The answer is here. Ma maison est petite. Il y a une petite cuisine, des petits placards, et 3 petites chambres, et un petit balcon. So petit will fill in all the blanks in different forms. The next one is jolie. Sophie is a girl. Eyes, her eyes are masculine. So Sophie est jolie. Ses yeux sont aussi jolis. Kalpana, intelligente. Albert is a boy, masculine. Intelligente, intelligent. Cet immeuble est haut. This building is high, whereas the mountain is higher. This is masculine, this is feminine. Au haut. Au haut. Mon père, occupé means occupied, busy. Mon père, my father, is busy. My sister is not busy. Occupé, occupé. That's the masculine and the feminine form. Mon repas, my meal, is delicious. More is masculine. Ma glace, my ice cream, is even more delicious. Second one is feminine. Délicieux, délicieuse. Ces tomates sont rouges. These are red. This shirt is very costly. Cher means costly. So here are the forms. D'accord? Here are some more. Match. La classe, féminin. Nous vendons des stylos, stylo masculin plural. Les enfants, masculin plural. Zena, féminin singular. Il y a deux enfants, ILS, masculin plural. Masculin plural. Nathan is sad. Triste, sad is neutral. He has a new computer. Computer starts with a vowel. Ordinateur. So you have the special weird adjective. J'ai une voiture qui est très légère. It's very light. C'est blanc. Although voiture is feminine, c'est is masculine, therefore blanc. D'accord? This rule, I left it out. If the adjective ends in er, how do you make it feminine? Add a e and put an accent grave on the first e. D'accord? Just like the professions. Now let's go on to the possessive adjectives. For je, you have mon mame, this means my. For tu, you have ton tate, this means you, your. For il and elle, you have son sa se. Son sa se, each has two meanings. Son means his or her. Sa means his or her. Se means his or her because it depends on what you own. So if you're talking about pens, her pens, you will say se stilo. If you're talking about her dog, you will say son chien. If you're talking about his ice cream, you will say sa glace. It depends on the object that you own. Notre means our, masculine, feminine, masculine, plural. Votre means your, singular, plural. Leur means their, singular, plural. Alright? So here, wherever je comes, you should use mon mame. Wherever tu comes, use ton tate. Likewise, that's why I've given you this table here. So let's look at the first one. You have je. Voiture is feminine, so it is ma. Professor is equal to il. Manuel is masculine, son. Je. Anniversaire starts with a vowel, therefore put mon. It's Sophie's bag. Sophie is elle. Sac is masculine, gomme is feminine, stylo is plural, manuel is masculine. D'accord? Pour le voyage, je, you should take for mon mame. Vêtement is plural, roman is plural, lecteur is masculine. Lit is a boy, so son ça c'est. Son portable, the son comes over here. And son médecin, the son comes here. Tu, ton tate. Chambre is feminine, over here. Te, because affaire is plural. And telephone is masculine. Nous, you have two forms, notre or no. This is singular, therefore notre. This is the plural, therefore no. Now here vous comes at the end. It doesn't come at the beginning, it comes at the end. So fill in with various forms of vous. The first one is votre nom, votre prénom, votre adresse, vos numéros de téléphone. And finally you have Laure and Claire, two people, elle. You have to choose between leur and leur. Leurs parents plural, leur ami singular, Zena. So it looks complicated, but it's not. So you keep looking at it until it makes sense to you. You just have one, my in English, you have three in French. That's the only difference. Each adjective, you have a minimum 2 or 3 possessive adjectives in French. So each possessive adjective in English has 3 forms in English, masculine, feminine and plural. D'accord? Remember also that the singular forms are used for singular feminine words starting with a vowel. Look over here. Mon ami and mon ami. Mon ami is masculine, so no problem. But over here, ami is feminine. But since it starts with the vowel, put the masculine word. D'accord? Lavanya selling her car. Surendra is hiding his ice cream. So sa can be used for girls and boys. It all depends on the word that is owned by the person. The car is feminine, so put sa. Bag is masculine, so put son. Glass is feminine, so I put sa. Chocolat is masculine, so I put son. Depending on the object, I choose son sa se, and I translated his or hers depending on the subject. If the subject is masculine, it is his. If the subject is feminine, it is hers. D'accord? Son sa se have two meanings. The possessive adjective highlights the object and not the owner. Remplissez avec le bon adjectif possessive. Fill up now. Lucie, tu, range, tu. So to start. Sophie, add, help your brother. You're speaking to Sophie. He is looking for. He is looking for. Your subject is he. Therefore, sa. I'm speaking to Sophie. You help your brother. That's why we have put ton here. Okay, don't get confused saying there's no tu. You're talking directly to Sophie. Tu, you help your brother. Therefore, it is ton. Je suis triste. When you see je, remember mon ami. So, mon oncle. O, vowel. Therefore, I have the mon. Il vient chez moi avec. My uncle is coming with his children. Ses enfants, his children. Madame Arti vient en retard. She missed her bus. Son autobus. Lucy has her new book. Her new book is come. Lucy is a girl. Her book is a boy. Therefore, son. Nous fêtons notre anniversaire demain. Les filles finissent leurs examens. D'accord? So, use the correct adjective that matches the subject. I hope this has cleared your doubts. Come discuss with me in the department if you have more doubts. Bonne continuation.